everyone, and welcome back to Dollar Workout Club. If you're a new member, my name is Lynn, and I'm wearing the green tank top today, which means I'm going to be showing you the beginner modifications to the 6 different exercise moves we're doing today. Since Natalie is wearing yellow, she's going to show you the intermediate level, and Drew over here in red is going to show the advanced version of the exercise moves. We're going to go ahead and start off by going through these exercise moves along with the modifications so that you know who to follow, and Natalie will help me by showing both the green and yellow version. If you're familiar with these exercise moves, you can go ahead and forward over to the warm-up to get right ahead and started with us. The first move we're doing is a hand raise push-up. Now for a green level, you're going to be doing a push-up against the wall, and your hands are going to be a little over shoulder width apart. You're going to hinge at the elbow and come all the way towards the wall, and then you're going to hold it there for a second, and then you're going to push all the way back up. So instead of raising your hands, you're going to hold as you're really close to the wall. That's going to put a lot of strain on your chest, and then you'll push and extend all the way out. The further you are from the wall, the harder this move will be, and the closer you are, the easier. Yellow and red are going to be doing a very similar move for these hand raise push-ups. The only real difference is going to be that red's doing them on their feet while yellow's doing them on their knees. Back flat, butt down, hands over shoulder width apart. You're going to come all the way down till your chest hits the ground. Then you're going to actually lift up your hands, put them back on the mat, and then go right back to full extension. This is making it so that you're not using any momentum to come out of the push-up. You're really using just your chest muscles. It's a really hard move.
It's really hard.
And make sure and don't snake up like that. Real push-ups.
Yep, real push-ups, quality form, like we always like to talk about here. The next move we're doing are dumbbell chest press, and everyone's gonna actually do the exact same move. The only difference is the weight you're gonna use. So as a beginner, I'm gonna be using some soup cans, but you can scale up in weight based on your level. You're gonna lay so your back is flat on the ground, make sure your knees are bent, your feet are pressed into the ground, and then you're gonna be holding those weights so that your arms are straight across your body, and then you're gonna push that weight all the way straight up in front of you and bring the weight straight down. As you can see right here, she's going to full extension and making sure as she comes down, the weights are actually, your elbows are hitting the mat, okay? So no little half reps. We'll remind you of form during the workout. The next move we're doing are mountain climbers. So the green version, you're actually going to be using a chair or ledge, and you're going to place your hands straight down in front of you, and then you're going to step your feet back and forward while holding yourself in this position. Now the way we count it is when your feet go back, that's 1, and when your feet come forward, that's 2, 3, 4, just like that. Now the yellow version, they're still going to be using something elevated like a chair or the ledge, but your feet are going to be crisscrossing. So one's behind you, one's in front, and you're going to jump them back and forth. Each time you jump your feet up, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's important to know the count, and we'll tell you why in the workout. Red's going to be doing the same move, but on the ground. As you can see, holding himself up with the shoulder strength, one foot with the other, and then swapping feet as you can go. Perfect, just like that. All right, the next move we're doing are we're doing bent over rows, and then we're gonna do reverse. So bent over rows, everyone's doing the exact same thing. The only difference is the weight you're gonna use. Feet close together, knees slightly bent, sticking out that butt, and then hinging over so your back is flat. You're gonna have the weight straight down in front of you, palms facing each other, bringing those elbows in tight, close against your body, all the way up, and squeezing your shoulder blades at the top of the move, just like you saw them showing you it right there. The next move we're doing are reverse grip bent over rows, and these are very similar. Same position as far as your body. The only difference is you're going to be holding the weight so your palms are facing out and keeping it in this position. Then you're going to be rowing that weight straight back, just working a little bit different muscle groups there. Then the last move we're doing are push-ups with a row on each side. So to show you how to do that in the green version, just recall it's the same thing as a normal push-up. The only difference is you're gonna do a push-up, you're gonna come out, you're gonna grab one of the weights and you're gonna row, then you're gonna put that weight down, grab the other weight and row, just like you see Natalie doing here. And then you're gonna go right back into it, doing a push-up, rowing on one side, rowing on the other side. Really make sure that you squeeze that shoulder as you bring that weight back. And you know the row move because we're doing that as another move as well.
And in each rep is 1 push-up with 2 rows is 1 rep.
Yeah, and by 2 he means 1 on each arm.
Yeah.
So 1 on each arm total.
So push up, row is 1.
Is 1.
Push up, row 2. Push up, row 3.
Exactly. Now at a yellow and red version, they're gonna make this a little bit more seamless by holding the weights in their hands while they do the push-up. They're gonna go all the way chest to ground, come up, and at the top of the rep, they're gonna row one side, and then they're gonna row the other side. A very difficult move, and just like in the traditional push-up, yellow is on their knees, while red is doing this move on their feet. You might need to break that up, take a break every once in a while. That is a very hard move.
Yeah, so make sure for red, your feet are wide, because when you're rowing, you need a wide base in your feet. If your feet are close together, you can have to turn your body a little bit. So
make sure those feet are
wider
wide.
than normal.
Absolutely. So, and don't worry, you're going to be able to be reminded of form throughout the workout as well. Natalie and I are going to go ahead and get started with the warm-up. Make sure that you warm up with us, and then you can listen to Drew as he explains the structure of today's workout.
Yep. All right, you guys. So today's going to be an interesting workout. It's going to be fun, of course, but it's going to be hard. It's going to be challenging. So we're doing 3 different supersets, okay? For the first superset consists of 3 exercises. You're doing 10 hand raised push-ups, 15 dumbbell chest press, 20 mountain climbers. That's 1 round, okay? You're gonna repeat that for 3 total rounds, okay? After you're done with those 3 total rounds, you move into superset number 2, which is 20 bent over rows, 20 reverse grip bent over rows, 20 mountain climbers. That's 1 round. We're repeating that for 3 total rounds. After you finish 3 rounds of that, you move into superset number 3, which is 10 push-ups with a row on each side, okay? Followed by 20 mountain climbers again. And that's 1 superset, and we're doing 3 total rounds of that. If you get lost or if none of this makes sense, don't worry. It'll be up on the screen for you, or you can just follow along with the person that you're following in today's workout. So you don't need to memorize all of that. We're just explaining the structure, so it should be an interesting one.
Yeah, we'll keep it on the screen for you guys. We are all going to be going at our own pace, and you may be at the pace of the person that you're following, the color, and you may not. You might be faster than us or a little bit slower than us, and that's okay. If it helps to keep track of which superset you're on and which round you're on, you can grab a piece of paper and a pen. You might want to pause and do that right now. Have a water bottle handy, because we're going to go ahead and get started with those hand raised push-ups in just a couple seconds. Here we go, you guys. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, and go. 10 hand raised push-ups. Remember, at the green version, you're coming down and you're simply holding it for a second before you come out of that position, making it a little bit more difficult. The important thing here, you guys, is to keep really good form. Back is flat, butt is down. Don't snake that body up. Okay, this is a harder move, so you may need to break up the reps.
Yep.
Nice job.
Make sure to squeeze your chest doing these dumbbell chest press right here. Full extension at the top.
I think I actually
Nice
did
job.
11 there on accident. So those hand raised push-ups were really hard for me. You could see I was going a lot slower than Drew, and you may be going a lot slower than me at home. That's all right. Just pace yourself here.
Yep. It's you versus you here.
Remember, we're doing 15 of these.
If you need to break these up, you can. If you need to do 10 and rest your arms and then finish the last 5, that's okay. Most of the time, we like to remind you guys, by the end of the reps, it should be difficult to complete it. You should be able to complete it, but it should be really difficult. So if you didn't find that hard, then you might want to push pause and get a heavier weight. Remember, we're going into mountain climbers if you're following me, and remember, you count each foot as 1, so going out and in is actually 2 reps for the green.
Yep. Okay. I just keep thinking, I love hand raised push-ups. I love hand raised push-ups. I'm hoping it'll help. Kind of like that water experiment, you know?
Yep.
Start saying positive things. Your body responds positively.
Nice job, you guys. Keep track of those rounds. Again, we're all going to be at a different pace, but just challenge yourself. Remember, if you're green, you're pausing at the bottom of that rep instead of raising our hands. Obviously, that means we would fall face flat into the wall. I don't want that to happen.
Okay, I gotta do 5 and rest my arms a minute because I'm burned out already.
Oh, nice job, you guys. Quality over quantity. It's okay if you're breaking these up.
One thing
more
that
important to have good
really
form.
helps me to have good form and not to like stick my butt up is to flex my stomach as I'm coming up, and that helps keep my core nice and strong like a board.
Nice job. Focusing on getting through those rounds as fast as you can, but keeping good form throughout. Make sure on these chest presses, if you're doing them like Natalie and I, you raise it all the way to the top and you lower your arms all the way down so that they're hitting the mat. Full motion, okay? Getting the most benefit out of this exercise.
Good job, guys.
Think of pushing that weight all the way to the sky. Nice job. We're all going at different paces. It's okay if you're going at a different pace than us as well. Keep track of those reps.
Good job,
Remember
guys.
for green, out and in counts as 2. So I'm counting these in sets of 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on. Nice job. Breathe through.
Keep going. Push yourself here. Let's go, Team Red.
Nice job. Shaking that out.
I gotta shake my arms out for a second. They're dead.
If you're following me in green, we're on our last round of this first of 3 supersets. Okay, focus on quality form. Just as good a form in the 3rd round as you did in the 1st and 2nd round.
Here we go. All right, now we're moving to the back portion of this workout. Bend over rows.
Okay, keep going.
Nice job, you guys. Nice job.
Oh man, this is a good workout.
All right. Our chest should be pretty burnt out at this point. Doing these chest presses shouldn't be easy. Keep good controlled movements. Make sure you're doing the full motion all the way down and all the way up. If you need to break up your reps, say for example 3 sets of 5, that's okay. Break it up however you need to have good form.
Good job, guys. We're about, let's see, 5 minutes almost into the workout.
Nice job, you guys. Yep, we're almost 5 minutes into this workout. If you stay at that same consistency and pace, for the next rounds, it would be about a 15-minute workout, so we'll see. Try to keep up that same pace and consistency, but this is you versus you. If you're not as fast as we've been, that's okay. If you need to, you can pause us to catch up. You can rewind us. You can just mute us. Whatever you need to do. Focus on form.
Yep, quality over quantity. Here we go.
Nice job.
So I can't really do 40 unbroken, so I'm gonna do the 20. Can I rest my arms for a second and do that remaining 20?
Yeah, a lot of times your back will get sore just holding yourself in position here. Remember to really engage your core. That's gonna help so that you're not putting strain on your back. Make sure you keep that core tight, your back is flat, not hunched over. Keeping proper form on these bent over rows is crucial to make sure you're getting the full benefit. And then bring those weights all the way up and really squeeze in between the shoulder blades. I almost got through 20 reps, but I was feeling a little bit of tightness in my back. So I came out and then I'll finish the last 5. Break it up however you need to, you guys. Remember, you versus you.
Okay, I'm gonna stop and get a drink of water really fast. Good job, guys. We're about 6 minutes into the workout. Oh, man.
Nice job. Break these up however you need to. Breaking them up in 2 sets of 10. Remember to change your grip. So
Here we
they're
go,
20
here we
bent
go.
over rows one direction, and then the reverse grip so your palms are facing outward for the next 20.
Hit your back at a different angle. Whew, that's a good one though. Make sure to squeeze those shoulder blades at the top.
Keep moving fast pace on those mountain climbers. This is the point where we really get our heart rate elevated. You may notice we're all out of breath and winded. If you're not, you might want to move it up a level on those mountain climbers or pick up your pace a tad. Nice job.
Whew. On those bent over rows, you really want to focus, have a mind-muscle connection on using your back muscles and not your bicep to lift that weight up.
Really squeeze at the top of that motion, you guys. Squeeze between those shoulder blades. Again, if you're feeling that pinch in the back, remember, keep your core tight. Think belly button to spine, that's really gonna help.
Here we go, here we go.
Good job, guys. I'm doing 10, resting for a second. I'm doing 10 more.
All right.
Good
Here
job,
comes
guys.
the hard part. The push-ups with the row.
Nice job, you
It
guys.
gets hard.
Don't get discouraged wherever you're at. I'm still on the 2nd round, and as you can see, Drew's moving on to the last superset. So that's okay. It's you versus you.
Yeah, these are really challenging. They work your core, shoulders, triceps, chest. your back. Here we go.
Nice job. Sometimes helps if you count your reps out loud. I know if you're following me here in green, you might be thinking that I do some extra reps, and sometimes I do. Talking to you guys, I lose track. So hopefully you're keeping track of your reps. Count out loud if you need to. Mark on your paper if you need to. And if you're doing a couple extra reps like me, that's okay. Doesn't ever hurt.
6.
Okay.
6.
Good job, guys. Pace yourself on these. We have 30
Nice
push-ups
job.
left. This is a tough movement.
All right, you guys, remember this is you versus you. I still have one more round of my second superset, and you might be on your first superset. We always like to talk about this, but it's integrity for you to just complete the workout, regardless of your pace. There might be workouts where you're faster than we are. It's all about challenging yourself, improving yourself. Focus on quality form.
If you're yellow and red, make sure you're bringing your chest all the way to the ground for it to count.
Yep, if you need to break up those reps, you guys, you can. It's definitely a hard movement.
You want to make sure that you're really rowing with that weight and not just kind of aimlessly bringing it to your chest. You want to make sure you're using your back muscle to row. Whew.
All right, you guys, keep going. If you need to take a quick break like I have, that's okay. I'm finishing up. If you're following me here in green, finish up the last round of the second superset, but every rep counts. If I start to compromise on form, I take a quick break. Nice job. If you need to take a drink of water, that's okay too. We are about 10 minutes into this workout, you guys. Focus on your breathing, focus on form. Don't quit. All right, I'm gonna get a quick drink of water. And then if you're following me here in green, going into my last superset.
Good job, guys. We're about 10 and a half minutes into it. Oh, man.
Don't forget your weights to bring over to the wall. So you're gonna do your row.
When I started these, I was holding my dumbbells in my hand, but I found that it was easier for me to get a full row movement if I kept the weights down here. So do whatever feels best to you. It's just, it's different for everybody.
Yeah, you may find it's easier to do the push-up, come out, bend over a little bit, row, down, row, down. Okay, this is a slower move because you're focusing on quality form, and that's okay. I don't want you to compromise your form. Nice job, you guys. Focus on keeping that back flat and that butt down during those push-ups.
Good job, guys. I used to wonder, why am I doing chest exercises? I'm a girl and I don't want big pecs. But what I found is that it's really important to have overall muscle symmetry, because if you start exercising all your other muscles and you're not working your chest, one, it looks funny, and two, you set yourself up for injury, and you're gonna have a harder time doing the other exercises.
Good job. Let's finish strong here.
You should be sweating a lot right now. If you're not sweaty, change your color.
Yep, especially with adding in these mountain climbers, you guys, we're really getting that heart rate up. You should feel pretty winded, and if not, you might want to move up a level. Whew, nice job.
Good job. Here
You
we go,
done?
here we go. Finish.
Good job, Drew. Drew finished in about 12 minutes, so good job.
Ooh,
On my last one.
here we go, here we go. That's a good workout, you guys. If you're already done, if you were done before me, great job. Feel free to skip ahead to the cool down. Go ahead and fast forward. You definitely don't want to skip stretching after this kind of a workout. That's for sure. And if you're done, if you just want to wait around, grab some water, keep moving. Don't stay stationary. Get that blood flowing. Keep that body moving.
Remember, you guys, this is you versus you. You may have already finished, like Drew said. You might be on the second superset still, and that's okay. This is about challenging yourself and growing. Okay, so don't quit no matter where you're at. Just keep plowing through, focusing on proper form. It's okay if you're taking breaks in between. Take as many breaks as you need.
We had some members say that they didn't like feeling like they were really far behind in their workout with us. So they just kept fast forwarding backwards 2 minutes. So they were always at the same pace, and that's awesome.
Whew, good job, you guys.
Nice job. Awesome. Focus on form. Keep that back flat, that butt down.
Whew, man, that was a tough one, you guys.
Good job.
No matter how long this takes you, I want you guys to finish, okay? Even if it takes 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Just do 1 rep at a time if you need to. Do the best you can.
Nice job.
Good job.
Oh,
Nice job, you guys.
Boom.
Keep breathing through.
so that was about a 16-minute workout for me.
Oops, sorry.
My arms are like jello right now.
Yeah.
That was really hard. You know, that last movement, the push-up with the row, it's working your chest and your back at the same time while activating smaller muscle groups like your tricep and your shoulder
Yeah.
as a secondary muscle group. But today, I mean, we just crushed your chest and your back today. So this whole area tomorrow is just gonna be really sore. Oh.
Yeah.
Nice job, you guys. If you're following me in green, I'm on my last round of this last superset. And if you're not quite here, that's okay. As you can see, we all finished at different times. It's about challenging yourself, you versus you.
Good job, guys.
Finish strong, finish strong. If you're still going, keep going. Don't
Make
quit.
sure you're focusing on good form. Every rep counts.
Yeah.
It's really easy, especially because most, Natalie and Drew are done. It might be easy for you to think, oh, I'm tired and sweaty. I got a good enough workout. I'll just fast forward to the cool down. But you're gonna get the most benefit towards the end of the workout when you're fatigued and your muscles are breaking down.
Yep.
That's when you're gonna see the most benefit.
It's also when you burn the most calories because your heart rate is increased, your heart rate's elevated, and you're still pushing past those boundaries, those breaking points.
Yep.
Good job, guys. Oh, man. I don't want to work my chest for another week. Seriously.
Almost there, you
That was
guys.
hard.
It was hard. And you guys see Drew does a lot of our chest days here at Dollar Workout Club, and that's just because he's better at them. But you do see us.
Whoa, let's replay that.
Oh,
Over and over
geez.
again.
well,
Just kidding.
but there are some times where we'll do
just
red on
kidding.
chest day, and we're just a lot slower than he does, right? Doing full push-ups on our toes, we can do them. We're just a lot slower, and so I want to encourage you guys at home to still try and do red, because the thing is that you're never going to improve if you don't push yourself past that uncomfortable zone, right? And so, a couple weeks ago, you saw me doing red tricep push-ups, and I fell on my face, because my arms were so weak. But I got stronger during that workout, and I challenged myself, and I pushed myself past that comfort
All
zone.
right.
You done?
We're done.
I'm done. It was a really tough workout, you guys. You should be proud of yourselves.
Good job.
For me, that was about 17 minutes.
Good job.
But again, it's all about finishing it. It could take you 30 minutes, okay? Especially like if I was doing red, then I probably would have taken an additional 5+ minutes. So
At least.
don't be discouraged. If you haven't finished, push pause, and you can pick back up with us as we do our stretching. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the chest stretch.
Yep. So lay down on your chest, put one arm out to the side, and then twist away from that arm that's on the side, and put your other elbow up and turn into that, twist that body as you drive this shoulder into the ground. That way you'll get a nice good stretch in your chest, but you really have to twist your body up and away from that arm that's on the ground while you keep that shoulder dug into the ground, and you'll feel a nice good stretch in your front shoulder muscle, your chest, even down through your bicep muscle. Twist, twist. Once you feel that tension, hold it, and then once you get used to it, push even more. Create a little bit more tension. Hold it, hold it, hold it.
Nice
And switch to the other side. Other arm out, dig that shoulder into the ground, and twist away from that arm, looking up and away. Twist that body.
should really feel a nice stretch in your chest muscle and your front delts too. We worked it today. Oh, slowly roll out of that. We're gonna go ahead and roll on back into child's pose. Put your feet towards each other. Your knees are bent and separated wide. And then you're gonna place your arms, placing them firmly out in front of you while you sit back on your heels. The key here is to think about somebody pulling your arms away from your body. And as you press those hands down and really sit back, you should feel a really nice pull all throughout your shoulder, down your lat, and you should also feel a nice little stretch in your lower back as you're sitting back on your heels here. You can go ahead and rest your head on the mat if you'd like during this position. Just keep that neck neutral. Focus on your breathing, bringing that heart rate down. Nice job. You can slowly come out of this. It's good to slowly come out of these positions when our head is down on the ground and we're in that position because the blood might be rushing to your head. So slowly come up, not too fast. Nice job, you guys. We're proud of you for showing up, for working hard, and for completing this workout. Please stick around for the recipe and motivation video coming up after this, and we will see you guys tomorrow.
See ya.
So we got a question from a member, and this isn't going to apply to every single Dollar Workout Club member, so I'll give that forewarning, but I think it's a really good question, and it's one that we get a lot. And she asked, how do I keep my diet intact and try to lose weight while I'm breastfeeding? So I actually can speak on this. I'm pretty knowledgeable about this. I'm not an expert by any means. I'm not a lactation consultant, but I did nurse both my kids for 15 and 20 months, so I do have experience in that area. And I ran a marathon while I was still nursing my son. Here's the thing that I always found from personal experience is that it was really important that I didn't cut my calories too drastically, right? So let's say you're going from eating 2,000 calories a day. If all of a sudden you try to go to 1,200 calories a day, you're gonna notice a difference in your milk supply. I also noticed that if I cut my carbohydrates too low, that I really had an issue with my supply. It wasn't as much of an issue if I lowered my protein or lowered my healthy fats, but if I lowered my carbohydrates below, I think the lowest I could go was 150 to 170 grams a day. If I went any lower than that, I noticed a decrease in my supply. So here's what I would recommend is that when you work out, make sure that you're fueling your body before your workout and you're fueling your body after your workout. I usually like to do a lean protein source with some healthy fats pre-workout and a lean protein source with some carbohydrates post-workout. So that could be a protein shake, it could be whole foods, whatever you prefer. And then make sure that you're drinking a lot of water. So if you're dehydrated, that is going to impact your milk supply. And what I would try and do is have a big glass of water with a straw next to me, and then every single time I nurse the baby, I just drink a big glass of water. And that will help tremendously with your milk supply. There are some herbal supplements like fenugreek and there's one other I can't think of off the top of my head that I did think helped, but there's varying opinions on that. And so the main thing is that ultimately weight loss is about having less calories in than you're putting out, right? And so at the end of the day, it's about having your calorie expenditure lower than your calorie intake. But if you do that at a really drastic level, it is going to impact your supply. So what I suggest is, I'll put a link below where I have actually written an article, it's on MRM's website and it has a formula in there for calculating calories. And I'll put that in there, and then basically you want to add anywhere from 300 to 500 calories for breastfeeding. And that will vary. Like in the beginning, if you're exclusively breastfeeding, you're going to burn a lot more calories. Then, as your baby gets older, around 6-month mark, and you start adding solid foods, then your body's only burning, closer to 250, 300 calories a day probably, because you're not feeding, your baby's not eating just the breast milk, they're eating solids as well. So I'll put that calorie calculator in the link below, but the key is just to have slow and steady progress and show yourself grace, remind yourself that you are feeding a baby right now. One mantra that was really helpful for me is I would tell myself over and over again, it's not a race, it's not a race, it's not a race. And slow and steady really did make the weight come off long term and help me keep it off in the long run.
Hey you guys, thank you so much for being a part of Dollar Workout Club. We love having you guys as a member, and we love seeing the photos that you've been tagging us in. If you haven't tagged us in some photos yet, here are the hashtag below. So if you try the recipe of the day, or if you want to comment how your fitness workout went today, make sure to leave it in the comment section. You guys, we check those, okay? We check those every day. We love responding to you guys. We're having so much fun with you being a part of the club. Make sure to follow us on all the social media outlets, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.